When you're authentic to who you are, everything else will fall in place. People are gonna love, they're gonna hate, but you never know who's watching.
Everything I do, I want it to be as original as it can be.
Somebody did it like this, I'm gonna do it this much iller.
Who comes back and rescues himself?
This was our moment to let people know how we felt as a team.
We've revolutionized this game with our influence.
Get a great offer courtesy of KG Certified and BetMGM, the king of sportsbook. Sign up using bonus code KG1000 and you'll get back up to $1,000, yes, $1,000 in your bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. That's for real. BetMGM's parlay specials, daily odds, boosts, fan-friendly promos make it the best place to bet on all your favorite sports. Download the BetMGM app today or go to betmgm.com and enter the bonus code KG1000. Yes, KG1000. And you'll get up to $1,000 back in your bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Nothing beats a W at BetMGM. Bet responsibly and nothing but love. Man, y'all know what it is, man. Ticket and Chuv, let's get it. Right. So today I want to kick it right off, man. P, the Joker is looking like he's going to win his third straight MVP. The Joker is averaging a fucking triple-double. Yesterday, he got his 100 triple-double, P. Is Joker that killer? Listen, is he that good of a player over everybody, or is it his system in which helps him to get these numbers?
I mean, it's a combination, though. You know, they play through him through the high post. He can pass.
Facts.
He can shoot. I mean, he got everything.
He's got a triple threat when he's doing what he's doing in this system, though.
I can't take away what he's accomplished. You know, I don't think he get enough credit. The simple fact that he's a two-time MVP, could possibly win the third, and we still don't consider him the best player in the league. But I think a lot of that has to do with his defensive ability too. But as far as skill-wise, I mean, he right up there with.
He's gonna win the MVP, P. If Joker does not win the MVP with a fucking triple-double, what I'm saying to you is, you see the abundance of talent in our league?
Yeah.
Bro, is he the best? Bro, he's three-time MVP with this. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he can.
Bro, listen to me, bro. Hear what I'm saying to you. This is what I'm asking you.
Damn.
Bro, is he hands down this better than everybody?
He dominant. He pretty dominant.
Or is it the system, P? Can you pick him up?
It's a combination of both, though. It's a combination of both. You know, I mean, I think he makes what the system is. The coach understands you make your system based off your player. You know what I'm saying? Only coach that make a system is Pop. You know, but the rest, you got to play around your strength as your best player. And that's what they doing.
That's what they doing.
Yeah. And that's the system is him.
And he's making everybody around him better.
Yeah.
And making their job easier.
At the top, he's doing the most with the least.
Right.
I mean, I ain't discrediting these other guys.
Facts. Because they got some balls. They got some pieces.
They got some pieces. They all good, really good players. But they don't have a second all-star.
Facts. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at Phoenix, you look at Dallas now, you look at even Sacramento got 2 all-stars.
Lakers.
I mean,
real shit.
Another team is Memphis. They don't have a second all-star.
Facts.
So, you know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
You can't say that with Memphis, though, because they do have Jared Jackson Jr. there. You can't disclaim him.
I mean,
I know what you're saying. You're saying like a pivotal, you can sit him down, he can run it, you can play through him. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at him, P, and I'm up here asking myself, I had to call P yesterday, like, P. And then I hung up because I wanted to have that conversation on here.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I was like, man, P, he finna win.
But this is my thing, too. Okay, say he win. I don't think they should give the MVP out until after the first round.
P, it's too hot.
Nah, you know how they used to give the MVP trophy out?
Second round. Right.
Say he win.
They saving it now.
You got to say that for the second round. Because say the Denver get popped the first round, I'm not sure he's the MVP.
Man, that happened to Dirk. Dirk still won it.
That year?
Man, when Golden State beat Dirk in the first,
MVP?
man, he hell yeah, Dirk was MVP that year. And he got popped first round. That was the first time I ever seen that happen.
He didn't get a chance to hold it up in front of the crowd.
I don't even it wasn't that. It wasn't that energy. It was like, I wanted, okay, cool, let's keep it moving.
Damn.
Straight up. But that's when Golden State.
I think you got to announce the MVP because the playoffs, that first round going to say, okay, that say something, right?
When you announce that MVP after the first round, it gets everybody re-energized.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck how many games you got.
Right. Yeah,
as soon as I see whoever won it, and you on the other side of that shit.
Yeah.
And I seen Dream sit there and watch David Robinson. I done heard Webb comment on watching me get. I done heard people sitting there, and it rejuvenates.
You got to get out the first round.
It rejuvenates.
That should be like one of the criteria. You got to get out the first round. So if you don't make it out the first round, you can't win MVP. Then we vote after that.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's how it should go.
But I'm up here thinking like, man, Joker's about to win his third straight MVP in an abundance of talent in our league.
Yeah,
like
he got a chance, but there's some guys creeping up on him.
He's not. To me, I look at him and I don't think that he's dominant. Like hands down over Embiid. But I'm watching his production. And P is just, it's hard, man. I'm like, wow. He's gonna look up. He's gonna have 3 MVPs.
It's gonna be hard to deny him, but it's a couple guys that's gonna give him a fight. That's gonna go down to the last round. It's gonna be a couple guys. Greek Freak is putting up he coming along. He coming late. He coming late right now.
Missing these games ain't helping nothing.
No, he ain't. Nah.
Missing these games ain't helping nothing. And I got Mike Brown for Coach of the Year. Fuck you mean? The Kings ain't going nowhere. It's real. It's real out here. Listen, if you live in California, you go outside in that little ass sweater, and the weather go, oh no, go back inside, it's too real. That's Mike Brown. Mike Brown is real. The Kings are real. It's real outside. You see this outfit he got on?
You know what I just read? Outside. No, you say that. You said Sacramento. You know what I just read? I don't know if I just read this, and I'm not sure how true this is, but no Western Conference team has won a championship outside of California and Texas in the last 20 years. And probably longer than that.
Damn.
No team outside of Texas. So if you playing in Texas and you playing California,
damn.
No team outside of them two states won a chip in the last 20, 25.
Think about the Lakers' dominance. You think about the Warriors' dominance, right?
That's California.
Right.
San Antonio.
Houston now won. Dallas now won.
No, outside of Texas and California. No, God, that's crazy, right?
Are you serious?
That's crazy, huh?
That's super crazy. I mean, I love stuff. I love Uber facts like that. I would have never guessed that. That's dope.
That's wild. Since 79.
Well, yeah, but I got Mike Brown for Coach of the Year. That's how I want to leave it. Drew Holiday has found the fountain of youth. After the All-Star break, you know this, P. After every All-Star break, this is my favorite time of the year. After every All-Star break, you used to get this little burst of energy from being in All-Star weekend, and then when you come back, it really carries you for about 20, 25 games if you really get a good experience. Dame Lillard and Drew Holiday look like they're playing with that post All-Star energy. Drew Holiday is the face of the Bucks right now. You watching him play, bro?
No,
he is in every big shot. He in every big pick. Brook Lopez too. Brook playing like goddamn. He playing like magic. Man, listen.
They're not the best duo because,
listen, bro.
First of all,
slow down.
Drew Holiday, I love Drew Holiday, but they duo is Chris Middleton and Giannis.
No, it ain't. It's fluid.
That ain't the duo?
No. The duo right now.
That was the duo that won the chip.
So let me tell you what the duel is now. Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez, nigga.
No.
Yeah, we going with that. Because Giannis is out.
No, Giannis just played. He just came
listen, hear me out, bro.
He just went for 35-14 yesterday.
Just the other day, right?
Yesterday.
The day before that, it was all the Drew Holiday show.
Yeah, versus Phoenix.
That's what I'm saying. And he showed up, and he's playing with that type of aggressiveness. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if he playing at that level, they tough to beat.
Listen,
no. If Drew playing at that level where he giving you 20, 25, it's over.
Listen.
It's over.
Drew and Giannis is it right now.
But that's why I say the Celtics is the only good matchup. But I'm going with Tatum and Brown is the best matchup. I mean, the best duel.
I'm talking about overall.
Just the best duel right now. They that's like Pip and Jordan right now.
They playing well, man.
I mean, come on. They play both ends of the ball.
Yep.
One giving you 30, 33. The other one giving you 25 to 28. They the best duel
I think
right
until
now.
we go to the playoffs and we get into it, it's going to keep doing this. They both gonna go boom, 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 boom. You know what I love? Man, both teams are just playing great basketball and both pushing. You can, even though you're not watching, you watch.
They destined, if both teams is healthy, they destined to see.
And you can't wait.
To see each other.
And you know what they starting to do? They starting to separate themselves from the pack, yo.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm watching Milwaukee hit another
Brooklyn
gear.
fell off because they traded.
But I'm watching teams like that have a real chance. Like Milwaukee hit another gear. That's what I'm saying.
They did hit another gear.
They hitting another gear, and it started with Drew Holiday.
They you know what they look like? They look like they understood the race. You know how everybody was jumping out at the beginning of the year, Milwaukee was just floating. They like, all right, you know what?
Second half of the year, we need to take off.
You know what? It's the end of the year. This is when we need to peak. We need to peak right now.
Straight up.
They peaking at the right time.
And they getting healthy pieces back too. You know what I'm saying?
Peaking at the right time. They just picked up what? Who they just picked up? Jay Crowder?
Yep.
They gonna be.
Middleton's coming back. Like they starting to get their pieces. They starting to mold it. I'll see it. They're not even playing the same. The Knicks look good, man. The Knicks are a real contender. Grabbing Josh Hart, you know, making those pieces. Man, listen, they looking like Leon Rose and all those guys in upstairs in the office are looking like executives of the year with the Brunson pick, man, or with the Brunson accolade, and bringing that in there, seeing what he doing. Man, listen. I don't know if you give him improved player, but he has been the most impactful player, free agent in the team that I since KD going to Golden State kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Brunson has made a huge difference. Yeah. Like he's made a cultural difference. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
oh man, it's just something about Knicks.
Now
you know what it is though.
Gotta give it to them.
I'm gonna give it to them.
6 in a row, they playing well,
they
bro.
balling, but it ain't nothing really sexy about the Knicks, but I will give them they do, because every time I look up, Julius Randle got 25 and 10, like consistently. He you know,
Brunson.
He just they like a hard hat, but they taking on that Tibbs culture though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Playing hard.
Hard every night.
48 minutes. In your ass. They have a skit where they ain't scored in 2-3 minutes, then they'll go on a 5 to 7 minutes.
I think Randall is one of the more underrated players in the league right now, truthfully.
Yeah, he really improved.
I be looking at the scores every night, and every time I look at Randall, 20-10. Every time, 25-10. Yeah. I'm like, man.
And I read something to where Julius Randle's played every game too, right? Isn't that so? He's played 82. He's trying to play every game.
Yeah, they tough, but I don't know. They not at the level.
You talking about consistency?
They not at the level like Milwaukee and Celtics though. They good. They can beat. The only way they can beat one of them teams in the playoffs if one of those teams have a major injury. But like healthy Milwaukee, healthy Celtics, they not at that level. They a tier below that.
Knicks gonna make some noise though, bro.
They gonna make it to the second round. I don't want to. They gonna push somebody in the second round. Like if they see Milwaukee, they gonna push Celtics. They gonna push them. But I don't think they can beat them.
I think the Knicks just passed the Nets for 4-5, right? Or
yeah, Nets gonna slide.
Nets, right? The Nets. I'm anticipating the Nets side, but listen, let's give the Nets their credit. A lot of them young guys are now having the reins being kind of taken off, and now you're seeing the Cams come out of the closet, being able to put up real numbers, right? And then what's the kid that he'll shoot the three that come from what's his name?
Joe Harris?
No. Mikal
Bridges.
Him and Cam Johnson, they getting it in. I see them being the future. But can you imagine a Cavaliers, Knicks matchup? You know, Donovan Mitchell was supposed to be a Knick. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And whatever fell through.
That's gonna be a gritty matchup.
Listen.
That'll be a gritty matchup. I like, but they got some stars over there in Cleveland.
They do, and they got some finishers. But the New York Knicks is a gritty team.
Yeah,
they're
both two gritty teams.
Who you got in that matchup? Who you
I got Cleveland. I got Cleveland for the simple fact they guard play. They guard play. They can stifle Brunson. You know, they got guys like, Brunson gonna have to guard. He gonna have to guard Garland. He gonna have to guard Mitchell.
He got three-headed monster too.
And then, Jared Allen, he can match up. He a defensive specialist. He can match up with Randall. They got the young kid down there. I mean, I like Cleveland edging out that series, but it's gonna be a gritty series. But that's a nice, man, the playoffs is gonna be lit.
Listen, if I could hit fast forward, I would, but then I'm not getting bored with this process. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Yeah.
I think, too, you're going to see Cleveland dig into their depth. They got some depth, man, and I don't think people actually look at. What's the little dark-skinned kid name I love over there?
LeVert, Karis LeVert.
Listen,
You like him?
you know why? Because he can go under the radar and get you a 30. He can get 30, 40, Pete.
No, he ain't been the same.
He hasn't, but I'm talking about in the playoffs when everybody's focused on all these big pieces and Donovan has 71 and Jared Allen this, and Garland did this. Man, anybody talking about LeVert? Anybody talking about, I forget the kid's name, number 35. He plays hard as shit. What's the kid's name, number 35? He plays the 3. No,
Cool. Cool. I like him.
Fucking Cleveland. I caught this too. If we rewind this tape, if we go back to day 1 certified, or at least the top of the year, I had Cleveland on there for this reason. And I didn't see why Kevin Love left there. I actually thought that he actually gave them a little more depth. But
yeah, I did too.
He went to Miami for that. That didn't look right, right?
Yeah, I thought he'd stay there too.
But I like that. Listen, the Knicks they're not flashy, but man, they just come and they put the hard hat on. They just
put the hard hat on. I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be interesting though.
I like Cleveland too, though, just for the simple fact of their depth and in who they have on their team. But man, the playoffs finna be the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. The playoffs.
The playoffs. Yeah, this about to be one. This about to be lit for real.
Yeah. Wembanyama.
So does it look like teams tanking or what's going on?
Yeah, teams is tanking.
Tanking?
So where would you like to see him go?
So
all the teams that's at the bottom: Houston,
Detroit,
San Antonio, Charlotte. Where you want to see Wembanyama
So
go?
let me be honest. I'm a huge Melo Ball fan, but I would love to see the big fella play with a guard that's spectacular like that.
I was just saying that.
I
was just telling somebody that.
Listen, Melo is watch TV, bro. He's in that same conversation with Ja. He's like new money. You know what I'm saying? And I think if you get him in the situation where he could be young and they can run and gun, they could be one of them teams.
To me, I agree with that.
Charlotte's not cute though. Charlotte ain't.
but like
it ain't the cute girl in the room.
It's the best situation. It's the best situation. When I look at Houston, I see a bunch of young guys who just they trying to get there. It's a heavy guard team, and they ain't gonna be him right away. He gonna have to fall in line. You know, they got all them draft picks there, and everybody trying to find their way. It's helter skelter. Same with Detroit. A lot of different young guys.
Too many young guys trying to establish themselves. Right. Nope.
In Charlotte, him and Melo gonna be the guy.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
They gonna drop everything else and say these are 2 guys. Y'all fall in line.
Yep. And they got some pieces right there in Charlotte that they can put. You put him in there.
Yeah.
It looks.
It's gonna look better. San Antonio. I don't know. I don't know how much longer Pop gonna be around. I don't know if he even want to stay around.
So many
to see if this kid develop, or is that gonna re-energize him? So I see like the best fit would be Charlotte. I would love to see MJ get a ticket seller like that and finally get Charlotte to be a perennial playoff team. I think just fit-wise, that'll be the best place.
And they young, P, and they want to young players now want to get up and run and gun.
Yeah.
And Washington got all those little pieces, man, that you can actually put that together. You put him in that, it looks different. Yeah. And Charlotte looks different right away.
If you draft that kid and then you try to go get some other little pieces.
You can do something.
You can do something right away.
Man.
Right away.
You real overnight.
Overnight, you can be in the playoffs with that kid. I'm telling you, Adam Silver, you know why they don't show this on national TV, the pick, right? If they do the thing in the back and they pull the thing out and then it go to the Lakers, Adam Silver gonna put that back in there and be like, no, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's why
It's theory.
I mean, this is my theory. I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you. Oh, no. I think it's not good for the league. They gonna shake that thing up. If it falls, Lakers #1, Adam Silver gonna grab that thing and throw it back like, I mean, we was just playing, man. Let's start this over.
So this is my conspiracy theory on the Lakers right now.
No, he ain't giving them
Tell me if you're feeling this.
No, they can't. They got LeBron, dog. They don't need him.
LeBron goes down with his foot. Now we're not gonna be one of them shows where we act like we don't see what we see, right? I couldn't unsee what I saw. I saw what I saw. I know when players deal with each other, and I know when the energy is good, right? So I'm gonna just throw this theory out here. Brown hurts his foot. He's down for 2 weeks. I'm anticipating that this is the time where I think the Lakers are sitting back to see the Anthony Davis project. And I think in these next 2 weeks, this is featured Anthony Davis to see what he can do in these 2 weeks to maneuver the Lakers. If he doesn't make a pivotal shift, if this don't make a pivotal move, or this don't really move anything, Lord, I think they're gonna come off the Anthony Davis project and move him this summer.
Yeah.
I saw how he looked when the biggest moment in sports, your teammate,
Oh, yeah.
he won. He accomplished something that none of us could, right? And the energy to me wasn't there. That brotherhood energy was not there. That love, that, hey, dog, you did.
That looked kind of awkward.
Lord, it didn't look kind of awkward. No one wants to say this shit. No one wants to say this shit.
Lord, he didn't stand up.
Lord, they ain't rocking. They
ain't rocking together?
They ain't rocking.
So AD and Bron ain't rocking?
That ain't rocking no more. That ain't going.
Sure.
And the writing's on the wall. And if you listen to Westbrook, if you listen to Pat Bev, if you listen to a bunch of motherfuckers that was over there, they saying it without saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These next 2 weeks, I'm watching Anthony Davis and how seeing if he can actually lead the Lakers without Bron. Because if he can't, dog, it's going to be like, okay, what we doing here?
Right.
And it feel like that. And I'm watching the bench. You know, I watch the bench. I watch all the little other stuff. The stuff when we sitting here watching the game, are you clapping for motherfuckers? What type of team? I'm watching all that little shit. And it don't look like brotherly love. It don't look in Butu.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
we'll see. This is the spotlight on him now. We're gonna see.
So then I turn around and I'm looking at the Clippers. Man, you see how deep the Clippers look when, man, I'm sitting up here stirring the pot. Lord, you read it. You know exactly what I'm saying. I'm looking at the Clippers like, man, if they can get this together, and then, you know, man, listen, the Clippers going to be a problem, just like the Kings going to be a problem.
You got to have some chemistry, dog.
Bro.
You got to get that. They got to get that chemistry,
bro,
dog.
that's all they got is time and building up to the...
got time.
Listen.
You don't got time.
No. I'm just saying.
You got 30 days.
You got 30... No. You got 60. You got 45 days to actually... to stay at it. And every day you at it. And every day you at it. Man, the Clippers are probably, other than the Kings to me, are one of the scariest teams in the league. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, talent-wise, definitely. But they got to get I've been watching them, man. They got to get their chemistry together.
Facts.
They're going to have to go to practice.
Facts.
I know teams don't like to practice and test. They got to go to practice.
That's what I'm saying.
They got to get up and go to practice.
They got it, though, P. They got pieces.
They got the pieces.
Yep.
Yeah, but they been had the pieces.
Nah, not like this. Not like this.
I mean,
not like this.
I mean, top to bottom, they the most talented team in the league, top to bottom.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You know, you talk about 1 through 12, they got 12 guys that could be in the rotation.
I'm trying to tell you. They are one of the deeper teams in our league.
They gotta figure it out. You know, I'm watching them. They gave up 107. Sacramento scored 176.
Sacramento can score. That's what they do. They young scores.
Yeah.
And they dogs. And they dogs.
Like, damn, 107. I mean, I know it's 2 overtimes.
I get it.
They got to get their defense right.
They got to get their chemistry together.
Yeah, they got to get their chemistry together.
But
I mean, you know that type of shit don't happen overnight.
No doubt.
It don't matter. Like, if the Clippers ain't got their chemistry, and they got to see the Denver Nuggets, who got their chemistry, man,
it's going to look crazy.
It's going to be wild.
But you don't want to see that team.
No, you don't want to see that team. No, you don't.
But I'm seeing 2 deliberate, different LA teams.
And Kawhi is turning up right now.
That's what I'm. And listen, you know what? Remember you said teams was peaking at the right time? That's what I feel like the Clippers are trying to do. The Clippers are trying to get to a point where all them pieces. Remember we talking about Milwaukee and how that's how I feel like the Clippers are doing. And then, man,
on that right now,
man,
they 0-3 since the break. They 0-3 since All-Star break. They haven't won.
Listen,
like, come on now, 2 overtime losses. Like, they could have won them though. 2 overtime losses, and you lose to Minnesota. You ain't supposed to lose to Minnesota with no Karl Towns. You know that. That Minnesota team, you can't even name their starting 5.
But are you worried?
I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried for the Clips.
You're not hitting the panic button though, right?
First of all, they ain't had no consistency all year. I've been following them all year. They ain't had no consistency all year.
Play and nothing.
And play and availability.
Nice.
It's been like that all year, like in and out of the lineup.
They look like it.
Yeah, and it looked like that. So if these last 20 games or so, if they can have health and availability, then they have time. But if not, we ain't seen it all year. So if they don't get that, then I don't know.
How are you anticipating KD's coming back? How are you anticipating
They're going to have to incorporate him chemistry-wise. So now what? Do Booker take a step back How that's gonna work? This been Booker's squad. You know, he the go-to guy now. Booker, they clutch. You know, when y'all need me to bucket, who they going to now? KD? Like, they gonna have to work that out.
So you remember when KD went to the Golden State,
Yep.
and the first thing we thought, man, there's gonna be enough balls for all them, you know what I'm saying? And the first thing I saw right out the gate is that they still ran their joint, and he was just part of it. And who had the better shot the ball. I really feel like
that was already a well-oiled machine. They was already champs.
I got you.
They trying to figure it out.
You're right.
You know?
In that understanding of who does what, I think is gonna be consolidated. And then I think if I'm the guys in Phoenix, I'm accepting whatever it is.
Yeah.
At that point, it's about basketball, P. If you double and I'm open, you know, the basketball players, you know. So I think with high IQ basketball players around you, still sharpen steel.
Yeah, for sure. Though.
You know
I think they situation a little bit different because like even, you know, you saying Devin Booker, you like KD come over here and Devin Booker already said, you know, I'm a fan of KD. I look up to KD. So he gonna kind of defer that, I think. You know, so they gonna work it out. I mean, you know, like you said, they high IQ, still sharp and still, they gonna figure it out. But, you know, how much time they got to figure it out.
X factor.
You got these teams at the top, Denver, Sacramento, who they sharp right now. Right. They ready. They ready. The other teams, they still put their ingredients together. Like they don't know what they got yet.
Listen, I really think that Chris Paul's health is going to be a factor in how durable he is in the playoff run.
This is gonna be.
Lord, if he's not in this deep run, bro, it's gonna present some real challenges. Real talk. But I can't wait to see Phoenix. I'm gassed to see them play.
Well, what's going on with Dallas though? What you think of that situation now? Because you was talking like, if I had these ones, we need to go back to what you got, Kyrie and Jokic. Yeah. They can't figure it out. What's going on with them?
It goes back to what you said though, Pete. I think we underestimating the value of chemistry.
Yeah,
just can't come in here.
throw names together.
Right.
Our situation, how we came together, is totally different.
Unique, very unique.
Was just like that was like the perfect storm. You don't just come together to instantly be popping. You know, like Golden State, perfect storm. You know what I'm saying? You seeing it now. It don't matter how much talent you put together. That don't mean it's gonna work out.
And then too, man, I actually thought seeing the Luka Brunson matchup or the two-headed monster and what that looked like, right? Mm-hmm. Then you put that and Kyrie together. That system there is just one of the ones to where when they figure this out, that's gonna be there. If they keep Kyrie and that whole two-headed monster, this piece where you can just add on to that. Tim Hardaway Jr. is gonna be better. Yeah. I told you that green kid that they have over there that plays super hard, man. He's gonna get some opportunity. They're gonna have some pieces to where they're gonna be in the race. I really feel like that. Luka's too good. They just it's a figuring out piece.
I don't know.
I don't know if they got enough time this year.
They concern me. They gave up a 27-point lead. Like, come on. Like, how did that happen?
At home.
How did that happen, though?
At home.
If you that good.
I'm not saying that good. I just think that they got the potential to be one of the crazier teams in our league. That's what I'm saying. But like you said, man, hey, man, listen, they're still human. They still the team, you know, and I felt like the Lakers wanted that more second half. They actually played the Mavericks like more scrappier basketball. That's the scrappiest I've seen LeBron all year. That's the scrappiest I've seen AD all year. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Let's do some fan questions. Let's get it. What the fans talking about? Shout to the fans.
This is for both of you. At what point did you guys start seeing yourselves as a Hall of Famer? Is there a specific moment or accolade or thing that you hit that was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna be cemented here?
I can't say for P, but for myself, man, you know, I never looked at it like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't look at the Hall of Fame till it was time to look at the Hall of Fame. And my dumb ass, I thought it was 5 years. It turned around, it was 3 years, and then
they changed it.
And then all this stuff I had to give some attention to, and then that's when you actually look back at your body of work and you see the accolades and things that you required, and and then it starts to kind of hit you there. But for me, man, I looked up and I wasn't even aware of everything that I had did or that I had actually earned in this league, and yeah, I just looked up and it was here. Can't speak for PP. How was it for you, man?
I mean, like, I realized it. I think I thought about it. I didn't really think about it, but I remember when Shaq had said it. I think we played when Shaq was in maybe Phoenix, and we beat them or something. And he was like, well, what y'all expect? They got 3 future Hall of Famers over there. And I was like, damn, that's how you think of us?
Right.
He said it. I remember hearing that and reading that in an article. And I was like, damn, okay. You know, Shaq been real instrumental in my career.
Right.
My nickname.
He called it A1 though. He been dead on. But
I wasn't even thinking. This was like in 2008 when we first got together. He was like, they got 3 future Hall of Famers over there. I was like, oh, damn.
Because when you in it,
You ain't
you
thinking
working.
like that,
Not even
right?
that, but you working. You know your flaws. You working in it.
Shaq said, I don't know if you could pull this up, but I know he said it 100% because I started thinking about it then.
Right. But yeah, when you in it, man, you win it. You working and you steady cooking and trying to, make things better in what your craft is. So yeah, man, until you actually stop and the whole thing shut down and you hit the power button, it's off. It's only to when you sit back and looking at the whole thing and your kids or somebody asking you something or you reflecting.
And then I went to basketballreference.com and they give you the percentage of you making it. So I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna make it.
that part. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
No, you go to Basketball Reference and it says probability of Hall of Fame and they give you a percentage. It'll be like 98%, 99.
No bullshit. I saw it watching other people's people that was going in too. And I was paying attention to other catalogs that was going into the Hall of Fame. And I started seeing some of the things that was going in there. And I was like, okay, if people like this or these kind of catalogs are going in here.
You a lock. You a lock after your 4th year.
And listen, it's a lot of real cats.
After your 4th year, you gotta figure you was a lock.
It's a lot of real cats that's not in the Hall of Fame that put like some good work and some countless work in the league that are not in the Hall of Fame. So, nothing's a given.
No, yeah, you're right.
Real shit.
All right, next question I got for you guys. What was your first impression of T-Mac? Obviously, a guy that came from high school to the pros. He came, I believe, a year before UP, a couple years after UKG. What were your thoughts on kind of T-Mac in general?
After, or like when you first saw him, or first impression?
Yes, sir.
Like where? Toronto T-Mac, or what?
When was the first time you saw him?
First time I saw him, man, he was on some video and he was in high school. And the first thing I noticed, he could jump. I noticed that he had some bunnies and he had super ups. And when I first saw him play, he didn't really play that much his first year in Toronto. Mm-hmm. But the layup line was ooh and ah.
Yeah, right?
Ooh.
Toronto had the best layup line in history, didn't they?
To the point where you
turning around like, what?
You don't stop. Fuck that, turn around. You don't stop for like 2 minutes. Be like,
turn around, let me see what they doing.
What the fuck? Damn.
I swear on that.
And everybody, listen.
Our home crowd used to be doing that. I'd be like, what's going on down there? You lay the ball on, you turn around like, what are you doing down there?
And man, it'd be a fucking show. But yeah, my first remembrance of T-Mac was that he was explosive right off the top, and he had ups. I didn't really see him going to like later on. He developed a jump shot and all the skills. The first thing that just stood out right away is, God, this motherfucker got some rockets. He go to the moon right off the top. And then he developed in what we know to be T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? That his years in Orlando were magical, watching him just be like, astronomically one of probably the best scorers in our league at 6'10", 6'11". He wasn't even 6'9". He was long. And then when he wanted to defend, he could defend you. T-Mac was one of the ones, man.
T-Mac is probably the most gifted scorers this league has ever seen.
Fact.
I mean, I think he can give you everything Kobe gave you.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the handle, the footwork, the passing. My first time ever seeing T-Mac, I was a counselor at ABCD camp. I was at Kansas at the time. And they was playing in an all-star game, and I look up, I didn't know who nobody was. There wasn't a lot of hype around like a certain player. And then he catch it on the break, and he go up and he windmill, and some dude came and fouled him, and he dunked it still. And I was like, I've never seen an and-one windmill dunk on somebody.
That's nice.
And that's why I took notice. I was like, oh, who is that? And I started asking. It was like, oh, yeah, that's that kid. He probably going to go to the league. And I was like, what? Yeah. And that's my first saw T-Mac, and I was like, this kid, he like 6'9", but he was real skinny, and I was like, he gonna grow in, he gonna fill out eventually, and he gonna be something, man. Now you got Hall of Fame T-Mac.
You can see it coming too, man. Each year he got better. I remember seeing him the first year, then the second year I saw him, I noticed he had moves, and then the third year I saw him, like he was a whole nother T-Mac.
I wonder why he left Toronto. Him and Vince could have been. He wouldn't have became T-Mac under Vince, you think?
Listen.
He needed to go to Orlando?
T-Mac reminded me of Steph. There was guys in the league that just wanted their own team, wanted to feel like they were, like, this is mine.
Right.
And
he wasn't gonna get that.
He felt like he was in Vince's shadows.
I mean, he was, though. Vince came out with insanity.
Vince hit the league like
running.
Corona, goddammit, straight up. Vince hit the league with impact. You hear what I'm saying?
Right away.
When he was in them high-top Pumas, I'm talking about.
Right.
I ain't talking about the Vince Carter Nikes.
The high-top Puma Vince.
I'm talking about that first Air Canada. When he first hit the air right off the goddamn lockout, and niggas was like, what?
Ain't no question.
Who is this? I'm talking about every shoe company probably wanted to drop every player other than Jordan and Cole and go right after him. Like, he had that kind of impact. So, but when T-Mac in Orlando was a whole nother problem.
Yeah.
He was like a whole cheat code. He was like a video game. And a lot of people didn't know Mac was at 6'9", but he played like 6'11". So when he jumped, you had to put a 4, you couldn't even put a 3 on him. You had to put a 4. 4 was too slow. A 2 was too little, and the 3s were usually too small, like he revolutionized that whole thing.
Yeah.
Remember he told Big Dog he was a puppy? You remember that?
Said puppy dog.
Called that nigga a puppy, and then came out, gave them motherfuckers 40 throughout the whole series. You remember that? He told Big Dog. Big Dog was real respected, and Big Dog was a matchup problem.
Right.
6 lamb hitch. Got all the, Mac made him man. I'm milling that shit. I was like, damn.
I said, damn.
I was like, T-Mac does. That's when you had to be like, man, Mac for real.
For real.
What we didn't know was that Mac and Cole in the summer were just knocking each other head, just going, just working out each other, pushing each other. And that's why he got like that.
Yeah.
Hey, game picks. Let's get it. Who playing this week? Let's hear this shit. 76ers at Milwaukee?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, P, we got ABC games. 76ers at Milwaukee. This is what we call one of them heavyweight fights right here.
Now, don't nobody want to play that buzzsaw in Milwaukee. They a buzzsaw right now.
Let's get it.
They buzzsawing right now. Nobody want no problems.
Who you take?
Milwaukee, right? I got Milwaukee all day. And you know, Greek Freak take these matchups personal. When he see guys like Embiid and Anthony Davis, he play. It's like an extra level he try to go to. He always trying to send a message when he play these other elite bigs. Because every time I look up, it's like a 40 and 15 type of game. So I'm looking for that type of performance from him. But Embiid too, he gonna be big. But I just got Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bucks too. The Bucks seem like they're playing. Like I said, they're playing with a different level, and they playing with a different. They're coming into the gym looking different. You know what I'm saying? Like their whole play, it don't look like the first half of the season. They look locked into strategy right now. I'm gonna take the Bucks. The Timberwolves going into the Kings. Now, if you want to talk about a buzzsaw,
the Kings at home?
The Kings at home is a fucking buzzsaw.
You better get your rest. You better get your rest tonight before.
Man, listen, ain't no that extra nothing. Man, listen, on the back-to-back.
Nah,
you
better leave them In-N-Out burgers alone down there in Sacramento. You get
all that extra, all that. No hookah lounge, none of that.
You don't need none of that going to
straight up. You got to get your rest. This is a bus.
They got that beam ready to go.
We talk trash and we crack our jokes on the Kings, man. The Kings is real. Shout to Mike Brown. Man, straight up, boy. They are real. You come in that bullshit, boy, you gonna get your ass blown out and we'll put a 150 on your ass.
Yeah,
they can score the ball.
Yeah, they got Kings. Fox, he acting like he one of them the guys.
Yeah, he playing mad. He's playing angry. He's playing like
he wants some respect. He playing like he wants some respect in this league.
He playing like I'm on contract here. Y'all just say, what's my name? What's my name?
He wants some respect out here.
Malik Monk. Oh, I can't, man, listen, I'm watching Malik Monk. Like, why the Lakers let Malik Monk go? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I love Sack. And then I had to sit there and watch him, though. I had to stay on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I watched him in Summer League, man, listen, no better no team plays harder in Summer League than goddamn Sacramento Kings. So it doesn't matter. Listen, that whole Bobby Jackson factory that's in the D-League putting play, like that's a whole little thing. They got something going on, man. I'm gonna take Sac in this.
Yeah, I got Sac too.
It's a rematch of the Knicks and Celtics, but we're going to Boston. You know, the Knicks popped the Celtics in New York. So, you know, who you got? Sunday?
Taking home team. Come on.
Taking home team?
Come
yeah.
on now, come on. You can't never let the Knicks.
You know what, too, Pete?
Come to Boston.
These
like
are
that.
messages. These are little mini messages to each other. You know, when the Knicks popped them in New York, it was kind of like, yeah, y'all thought it was sweet. Kind of like, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm looking for one of them games right now.
Oh yeah.
This game in Boston gonna be one of them. Oh yeah, okay.
You know how them games when we play the Knicks on national TV.
Oh, yeah.
You know how we used to do them. They gonna have to do them like that. Put them on that knee and give them that good spanking. Come on now. Get on this knee. Get on this knee.
You would. I'm gonna take the Celtics. We got the Phoenix Suns
at Dallas.
KD, I think, should be.
KD gonna be playing. Come on
he's
now.
gonna be playing. He's playing this game. He should be in this game. And yeah, it's I guess the reunion between him and Kyrie. And yeah, this is gonna look weird, eh?
Look, Dallas been struggling with Luka Doncic and Kyrie. But this gonna be the game that's gonna be like, all right, we know what we got. They gonna pop Phoenix.
You think so?
They gonna pop Phoenix. This gonna be that game that's gonna give them that confidence, be like, all right, national game at home, I think they gonna show up, show out, and this has got, you know, it always take that one game. You know, you need that one game when you're struggling, it gotta be that big game. This gonna be that, and they gonna turn it around. This gonna be that for Dallas. I got Dallas.
I'm gonna take Phoenix, man. I think Phoenix come in here and show out. I think if you go to any place like MSG, I think if you go, obviously, to Chicago, obviously to the Lakers, right? You got to showcase. Dallas is one of them stages where you come in and you showcase. You come to show out. Everybody named Mom gonna be at this game. What? Man, this is a perfect place. This is a perfect place to set the tone to the league. I'm taking Phoenix.
I'm going Dallas.
I'm going Phoenix. And man, those are the picks of the week. Holla at us.
Meanwhile, on Paramount Mountain.
Okay, we have the northern face, the southern face, and...
The Sylvester Stallone face. Of course.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Is that Dad? Yeah.
No, don't sneeze.
Dear God, no.
Hold it.
Hold it.
Don't do it. No. Ha! Gesundheit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.